All right, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Make HOAG Money, when you guys get to make me money. Looking forward to it today. Hope we have a good session. A couple of things. CFTC disclaimer. Futures and Forex trading contains substantial risk and is not for every investor. An investor could potentially lose all or more of the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. I think of risk capital as money that I can afford to lose. It's one of the things I love about Top Step is we're not going to put up risk capital. We are. We're not expecting performance, and of course, past performance is never indicative of future results. We're trading a live account today. And we are absolutely not recommending the purchase or sale of anything that we are doing here. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not worried about it. You guys are the ones calling the shots here. So a couple of basic rules. We expect kindness and respect above everything. Of course, markets are full of different opinions. And this is what makes them so good. We're going to have a couple of people able to talk. All are going to be involved. All of you are going to be involved in the decision making. Of course, if you're thinking about taking a trade, the context of that trade is certainly going to be helpful. We're going to allow you the opportunity to show your charts if you'd like to. We use the chat room to discuss trades. We're going to use the polling session, the polling part of Zoom to vote for trades. If you're watching on YouTube, you won't be able to vote for trades, but that's okay. We're going to focus on the E-mini S&Ps for opportunities. We're not going to trade just to trade. We don't want to get stuck doing that. We're not allowed to take losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. Losses are part of trading, and we have to learn to accept them and move along. And then, of course, your feedback on Make HOAG Money is going to be vital for its continued growth and expansion. We are planning to expand it. I keep mentioning that. We're probably going to be adding 2 more sessions here early in October on Monday and Wednesdays, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So near the end of the day, we're going to open 2 days a week and we're going to close 2 days a week. Hopefully this is going to be fun and helpful for everyone. Good morning, JD. Promoting you to panelist. All right, still got some folks piling in here. Good morning, everybody on YouTube. Jamie, my brother Rick. You should, it's the same link. Should be. Whoops. Hang on, I'll get it up for you. Hang on. Should be the same link it's been. There may be something going on. There's the link for Zoom. It looks like we're within a few people. I did screw something up in Zoom, and I thought it was the same link. Now, this link should work. The one that I just put in. Old link didn't work. Okay. Yeah, I think I had to change the link, and I thought we changed it on everything, but apparently we did not. But there's the link, so you can come and join us in the Zoom meeting. Let's get the charts up here so we can start talking about what we've got going on. Larry, here's the link. I'm going to put it in there again. This is the direct link for the Zoom meeting. We have JD here to help with any questions and thoughts and ideas in the chat. JD, I think for some reason, like the rest of the years, Make HOAG Money Zoom meetings got erased, so I set up a new one. Maybe we missed one of the links. We wait a couple of minutes for everybody to come in here. That's fine, Rusty Golfer. No problem. All right, Mike is saying longs on the table. All right, we've got a few folks here looking for anybody that Ben. You want to chat today? You want to talk? Good, Shaw, Bob. I know you sent me an email, Ben, but I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. So if you'd like to chat, all right, I'm going to make you a panelist. We got Ben coming, one of our fan favorites. Whenever you're ready, Ben. I see Melanie here. Good morning, Melanie. Good to see you. And my brother here. I see a wildebeest trader here. I got Ray here. Anybody that wants to join us in the conversation, let me know. We don't want to get too many people in it. But let's just start talking about where we are here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ben. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing better.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. You were in a rough patch there, huh?
Yeah. Cat scratch fever. Actually. Literally.
Really?
Not the Ted Nugent kind either.
You got a cat thing, huh?
Yeah, so there's a real common bacteria that a lot of kittens have, and I happened to acquire a kitten in the last 6 weeks and didn't think anything of it, but I think that's what the deal was. My glands swelled up, and I just felt terrible. And anyway, I'm coming through it. I lived.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better. And how's the cat?
Oh, she's nonplussed. She doesn't care. As long as I feed her and pay attention to her.
All right, good. All right. The picture is we've got some downside activity going. Are we going to continue? Or are we not? Just kind of looking at what we've had the last couple of days. We've had some pretty decent volume on the downside. We've added some open interest, indicating there's still money coming into the short side. Are we too short? Are we going to get a pullback? Looks like we're already in one. What are we doing?
I got a few ideas or a few things to kind of talk about.
All right. Do we want to think about the opening range trade or no? I'm just going to put it out there, and then we can chat. Here is oh man, I lost all my my polls, everything. I'm just a nut. Okay. All right. So here's our one poll we've got for us today. Do we want to take the opening range trade if it's under 5 points or not? Okay. Ben, Rick, hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we had a little confusion with the link this morning. I apologize about that. Ben, you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Do I need to do something?
Yeah, you should be able to share your screen now.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Let's see here.
No.
Now we got it.
All right, good. Hopefully you're seeing a profile screen.
Yep.
All right, so now we're open in less than a minute, and what was the verdict on the opening range trade?
59% yes, 41 no. There it
Well, it
is.
could always work. I want to. Are you going to do it, or are you waiting to see the range of it?
Yeah, I was gonna wait and see the range of it. I'm not in a big hurry.
We are in range, but we're above value.
Right.
Okay. But one thing I want to look at here is that, or talk about, is that this is yesterday. These regular trading hours.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much balancing, right, as you talked about.
Right.
So one way to consider it is we could merge these profiles together, and we're in range and value if we do that. Okay.
Mm.
So let me my key's sticky. All right. Just take a look at that, and that's not working. Great. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a bummer. All right. Well, I can do something real quick. This is a different layout here, which just a moment, because this was working earlier. Okay. So pull these together. We've got a new BPOC, right, which is right on the overnight BPOC, which is convenient. That's prominent. You can see that we traded from that. But we're in range and value, and even when we merge it together, we got a lot of anomalies, which indicates a lot of indecision.
Yep.
If we collapse the overnight profile, we've got a lot of little bumps and divots and anomalies, all the way down here. So the VIX is at 31. To me, this would be a trade later situation. In fact, I traded early yesterday and got myself in trouble, because I didn't pay attention to what I was, the same kind of thing. I was like, it's VIX is 32. It hadn't been that high in a little while. It's going to be choppy, and got chopped up. So we got opening range from 10.25 down to, we got 6-point range.
Yeah, it actually looked below by one tick, and then turned around, and I think it took out the high of the opening range. We didn't do anything. We would have been chopped up.
Right. So I'm going to go back to the other chart book here. Okay. So I look back, it's very important to look back all the way back to the 17th, this low here. And let me, I'm gonna talk about something good in a minute here, but we've got a poor low in the overnight, but we one time framed up all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a strong move that basically, and I love that you talk about this all the time, what has perception of value changed? I think in the near term, yes, but overall we're still balancing, right? But I want to pull in, and this is what I sent you. If I may talk about this for a minute, we've got some conflicting data points. There's some poor highs above, anomalies above and below. We're one time framing lower on the daily, but we got a poor low below, and everything's to the downside lately. So we opened in range above value. The first strategy would be to remain in balance and rotate primarily within yesterday's range, sell the prior higher day area, or buy the value area high. And let's see if we even came to that yet. We can take this a piece at a time. Like right now, this is where we are.
Right.
Here's a value area high, and I can come back to it a little later. But right now, let me move this down. This keeps changing on me, all this stuff. We're far away from the overnight high. It looks like that's where they're moving towards. But based on the tempo and who seems to be in control, I would look at selling somewhere in this area, initially, and then if we get above
Friday's high,
that's a different story. So I'm just taking it a piece at a time. And then the second one I'll pull into, because this is where we are, is that we open in range above value. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
We had a hammer reversal pattern on Monday. I think it was Monday. And that has it's kind of like a measured move thing. I didn't even know this till I kind of want to review Hammer stuff was on Bukowski's site. He does a lot of statistics on candlesticks. So you have an 88% chance of an extension equal to prior day's range, and it's a 60% successful candle, right? Anyway, that being said, so if we develop value overlapping to higher, which we're doing right now, we take out the overnight high and prior high day. So we'll snap into this, okay? And we need positive, it needs to be real positive, like breakout strength.
Right, right.
And then we have all that to the upside, all that fuel, all the gap, all that stuff, and we could take it there. But these two are sort of where we are right here.
So your basic hypotheses, right now we're in one or two.
Right. And right now, I then, you can always do little moves like anticipate we're going higher, so get long somewhere in here against something like your volume shoulder, or something like that. But right now, the overall thesis would be we're looking at, the tempo doesn't seem to be too bad right now. It just seems like the odds-on favorite is going to be we're going to have another balancing day, at least to start. So that's what I wanted to share.
Love it. Love the hypotheses. Those are great.
If we get, if something flips and we're moving to the downside, or we start with like a one-time framing and B period, going to start that. We'll take till C in my opinion, but if we really get that flush, then we would consider the other ones. But to save time, I'll just flip back because we're in one or two right now. And I haven't checked market internals yet. I'll need to open that up, but I'll tell you where that is in just a moment. So you can flip the screen back if you like.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Analysis.
Yeah. Very well thought out. Just great homework, man. Great homework.
Simplify it though. We did not take out 2022 lows, correct?
Hang on a second.
In the S&P.
Hang on. No, I don't believe that we did here.
Yeah, that's key also.
Here's the continuation chart. So 2022, not yet. Here it is on the continuation chart, that low.
Yep. That's going to be a support level, no doubt.
So that's June 17th. That low is on the continuation chart is 36.39. On the December contract, 36.57.
Yeah, and when we get down to
Yesterday our low was 36.57.50.
See?
Within 2 points.
Nice bounce off of that, yeah.
All
The
right.
market internals are 16-1, which is heavy to the buy side.
Yeah,
But again, we're still in range, and
I agree.
might be okay for a quick short based on who seems to be in control, but it's higher risk.
Don't get married to it.
Right.
Here's the 1 minute. So here's what the opening range did. Looked lower first, and then took off. So I'm glad we didn't take it.
Oh, it took up a,
Took out the low of the opening range first.
yeah, by a tick. And all
Yeah, by a tick.
That would have been buy against that.
Yeah.
Just for scalp.
So here we are. We've got our overnight high 27.75, and then yesterday's high here.
You got VWAP on there?
Yes, VWAP is 37.09.43.
Yeah, you kind of held that too.
Yeah. Well, we opened below it and then took it out and went higher. So we're already almost to the second standard deviation, which puts us above yesterday's high.
Mm-hmm.
And we're right at last night's high.
It was so due for a bounce. And then you got the dollar down, rates, 10-year rates down.
Uh-huh.
So if one was to anticipate taking out the overnight high now, because we're only a point away from it. I, 37.25 is 3 wide in the overnight, and also the overnight value area high of volume. I don't know. I don't know that I feel confident trading against it or where I'd put my stop. I mean, my stop would have to be 21.50 or less because of the volume brick there in the overnight.
You're talking line. You're talking buys, right?
Yeah, talking along. I'd want it to maybe pull back down to like 23.5 or something, because there is a bit of a shoulder there in today's volume.
To look for a long.
Yeah.
All right. Do we like it?
Maybe a little too late for that.
Yeah, we'll see. There's the overnight high. We're looking to perhaps look for a pullback down to 23.5.
Very close.
Yeah, I think we might have missed it though. Well, I never got there actually.
So you were mentioning if we're going to be looking for a long above the overnight high, it's got to be a fast move.
Well, no, if we were looking for a short from here, like it really needs to be fast.
But
like
in your continuation scenario, I think number 2,
yeah, but that would be if we break above
Monday's high.
And then again Friday's high. Just taking it a piece at a time.
Got it.
If we can build volume and hold above the overnight high, I think odds are we're going to the yesterday's high. Well, there we go.
Okay, well, we like the long idea. Now it's a matter of where.
So now,
we're building some volume here.
To take a long here against the overnight high, or again, now it's starting to get whippy, so maybe even a little lower just to be safe.
Looking at 28.
Yeah.
Where would you put your stop?
Well, back inside the overnight range. I mean, I think we can, if this thing is really strong, it's probably not even going to get us, but I don't think it should come. How about below the current volume point of control, 24?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I have mine all the way down at 08.25.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. So here, maybe it'll get a move back down to the 25 half area.
That's what we were looking at first, right?
Yeah. That would be quite a selling tail, but it might be enough to just shake out weaker hands to get,
So let's move this a little bit further. Let's go with 23. That'll take us to that low volume node here. You
got the money back last Thursday, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Okay, you're already at 20. Okay, you're already at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's in.
Shaw's asking, anyone even concerned about the regular trading hour gap? Which, of course, that gap puts us all the way up here. And that gap got filled in the NASDAQ yesterday.
Yeah, I'm in at 25.25 at the value area high. Hopefully it doesn't roll over on me to the downside.
Did your point of control move up now?
Yeah, it's at 25.25 now.
Got it. Same spot.
new 15-minute bar coming up that may save us.
And I just got hit. Stopped out. 24. Which I like this because there's a low volume node below it. Should have been buying it there.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be whippy.
Yeah.
There's no numbers, right?
9 o'clock.
What is it?
We have consumer confidence and new home sales.
I could gyrate it a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep coughing. I got just a little bit of a thing going on here. The end of it, I hope.
I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
I got stopped up.
All right.
VWAP.
There's always half back.
Well, I think we're going to try and stay a little patient, huh?
I try to buy against that VWAP if it gets down there. It's stop under the low.
All right, so VWAP is 37.11, let's call it.
Yeah.
That puts us
even a little above that,
14.
14, yeah.
I'm going to put it in there. Where's our stop on that?
If you want to be conservative, yeah, keep it close. Otherwise, under the low of the opening range. But it worked for us on Thursday. Remember, we sold against VWAP and
Yeah. Low of the opening range is pretty substantial. It's a 10-point move.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Depending how tight you want to be.
All right, so we're looking at a long here at 14 with potential 10 points of risk. Do we like it? We got our polling going. I do not smoke a pipe, the old wooden type, or any.
I try to sell it against
The overnight high.
Using my high for the day.
And I do like that play sometimes, and you look out above the overnight high and fail.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 45% participating, 59% agree with your long here, Rick.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can get down there.
Mm.
That's scratty. My wife's gone for a few days as long as you're lost.
I'll bet.
Jesus.
Very needy.
How attached.
Well, at least you're not going to get cat scratch fever.
No.
All right.
Saying kind of the same thing about the loan NASDAQ as we did in the S&P. The June low and NAS.
Yeah, the NASDAQ certainly presented as stronger yesterday than the S&Ps. Never even tested last week's low.
Cat scratch fever. Maybe this against dead cat bounce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go half back here, a little higher up
Okay.
at 19. Okay, I'm filled.
We just bought it at 8.75. I know this isn't for a long one, right? Well,
Yeah, I'm out.
we just got filled on Rick's long,
Excellent.
so we're long two now.
Well, you moved mine up, you not?
No, it was 14 even.
Oh, I thought you said you were 18. Okay.
So where's your view app? I have it at 11.
Yeah.
Buy here at the overnight BPOC.
37.10.22 right now.
Starting to get a little 3 trades in 20 minutes. This might be the winner though. So this is typical. I plan my trades and then I don't trade my plans. So the idea was to be, scenario 2 didn't really happen yet, and
Right.
I mean, it wasn't wrong. I think we're going to continue higher, but it has been falling back into balance.
Right. Yeah.
Market
Kind of a failed breakout.
sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna get hit on these. There's one. There's the other.
Wow. Something coming in.
Well, this is kind of one of my favorite opportunities is when we take a look above the overnight high and fail. It's a famous short,
Yeah.
and we talked about it.
For a scalp.
Well, it would have been a hell of a nice trade now.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It happened real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we've got the VPOC up higher and values higher, I'm liking if the market internals are not quite as strong as they were, but they're still pretty good. 8 to 1. If it comes down to the overnight volume value area low, it's coincidental with the value area high yesterday. So I'd be looking long there if I get stopped out on this one.
So you're long again?
Yeah, I went long at 10.25, which was right the overnight BPOC. And I've got like a range of on the contract, like a volume area. I put my stop just below it.
You have your overnight volume point of control. Where?
It's at right at 10.
That was also the VWAP.
Is yours in a different place?
Yeah, it's down here. 36.95. Well, this is the micros though.
Yeah, that could make a difference. I think my chart's also going to the full 4:30 or Eastern time. I normally I keep that 15-minute gap. Yeah, that's messed up. I don't know if this will change anything.
Pretty much held VWAP, John. So far.
Yeah, I mean it looked pretty deep below it, but still now it's back above.
Well, a couple ticks. Not an exact science.
No, of course not. So we're gonna try VWAP again.
It's holding, but
Ben's got a good one on here.
let it. I know.
Okay, I'm back to even now. So, but I'm hopefully I've got to exit at 20.5.
See if you had that in there around 37, 11, John, or 12. You should probably still be in.
So I'm gonna come out at 18 quarter.
Let it run, Ben.
I'm wrong?
No, I said let it run.
This is running for me. All right, so I'm back to even. I'm up 2 points. That's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with getting your money back. How much longer for that number?
Nice work. You got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if that changed anything. No, it didn't change my overnight VPOC.
Well, that NASDAQ really looked above.
Yes. And that held the VWAP too, according to somebody who commented.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm on rhythmic data. Is that what you're on?
This is CQG data for TS Trader. Well, at least it used to be. Now it's probably Ninja Trader.
You
Rhythmic.
start your overnight profile at 5 o'clock
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, I start mine a little bit earlier.
Okay. So there's VWAP for the NASDAQ. Yeah, it held it pretty well. We're still working along at VWAP here for Rick.
Metals, silver's up 41, John.
Oh my goodness.
Finally. Gold's up 1740.
Oh, just missed this.
Now, when you use I'm curious. So, like, when you want to get in at a level, do you put your entry on the level or a tick or so above it?
Well, I'm always making sure that my entries are based off of risk, not a specific level, right? Most of the time. I mean, we're just buying this because VWAP and Rick. But if it were, if it were me, if I wasn't comfortable with risk below the low of the range today, I probably would have been looking for a better trade location.
You got it at 11?
Yeah, we're long.
Okay.
And where's our stop down here? Let's say 03.
Yeah. Remember, you got these numbers coming up.
Yeah, what are the odds those are going to be good?
Yeah. ACH.
Yeah, anything can happen, that's for sure. Hulls are above price, crossed over, pointing lower. It's kind of a mess here, though. And we'll see what happens. We've already accepted the risk.
Mr. Valentine has set the price.
That's right. That's right.
I hear that in my head a lot now.
So you guys are a couple of bookies. See, I knew he'd get it.
Where's your exit, John?
I don't have one.
39 what?
30, yeah. 4,000.
Yeah.
We're going to get 250, 200 points out of this. Get 200 points out of this.
Yeah, Winthrop, Mortimer. Need the Jeopardy music, John.
I know. Where's my phone?
Lacey has it.
Yeah.
Doing salty.
2 o'clock. Consumer confidence. New home sales.
Look, jumping around now. Look at that.
Yeah, it's because it's coming out here and there it's out. New home sales. They were looking for August only. 500,000 came out. 685,000.
They're not liking it. Let's see if it holds.
Yeah, it ain't going to. There he goes.
I'm out.
Yep, they didn't like it.
Consumer confidence is actually higher. 108 when they were looking for 104.5.
So they do fight against yesterday's lows.
So I bought the value area high on the move back through at 3,700 3/4.
All right down here.
Yeah. Market internals are still positive. That was a
Yep.
kind of reactive flush. Maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I'm in the hole again, so.
So that, that break may bring buyers in.
Well, we're with you. Not as good a trade location, but we're with you.
One thing I don't like in the overnight, there's like a kind of an exponential intrasession pour low. 3 TPOs like PQ and R is my letters on it, but right at 36.95.
Fred's Bob Rudder's saying, Michael, nice job. Funded again. Bob Rudder's putting in chat, we will have to maintain higher policy rates for some time. I love the vagueness. Yeah, sometime.
Because they have no idea.
No. None. Careful, Winthorpe.
Well, I'm out.
Well, we are just striking out. It happens.
You talk about psychology. I do this all the time. High VIX, in range and value, and I think better wait. And then next thing you know, I'm like 5 trades in.
Yeah, we've been like this. We'll try this. No, that didn't work. And we'll try this. No. Well, that didn't work either. Try this. No, that didn't work.
What do you have, a game of Operation there?
And then we're going to sit and wait, and we're going to hear this. We're going to have a...
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
And then after a day like today, sometimes you'll hear this. Oops. We went like this. So, Ben, you were talking about yesterday. We had lots of kind of holes and anomalies overnight. Lots of holes and anomalies. Not a confident market today, is it?
No.
So we had some valiant efforts. But certainly being patient and waiting for trade locations as the day goes on. You mentioned it too. You're like, we're better off waiting and see what happens, and then kind of let the initial balance establish itself and look for opportunities there.
Yeah.
And how many times have I learned that lesson?
We're back into the value, and my original plan for like a rotational thing was to just take it each structural place on the way down, and right now it looks like it's to the downside. Of course, you run the risk of like everything flipping over on you, but I'm looking to short the value area high because the market internals keep coming off, and that's not negative, but it's headed that direction, and I think it's worth the see. There's a lot of low volume in B, like where it breaks out of A, and there's like between 03 and 01, there's like a low volume area, and that could be a good place to kind of hide behind and just flatten if it starts to move into there quickly. So I'm going to try to go 99.5 if I can get it short.
Because it's better to have no position on going into these numbers too. The 3690 area is.
I like Steve's idea. He said maybe start the session an hour after the open in the future. That's an idea.
It's not a bad idea. We're adding sometime here in October. We're going to add a 2 to 3 on Monday and Wednesday. So we'll watch the close.
The power hour.
And look at earlier session here on Tuesday and Thursday. But maybe we take one day and we start it an hour later. It's not a bad idea. Thanks for the ideas. Where's the voting? When I had to reset up the webinar on Zoom, I lost all my polling questions. So I'll get those reset. I didn't know I was gonna lose those because it's basically a template. I don't know how I lost the rest of the year.
So I got a pivot point at 86, and that there's 2 swing lows in the overnight there if it clears it, and then there's a single print that runs up from 82 quarter to there, and 85 is right around 127.2 extent, and that gets into like Fibonacci stuff. But I low volume notes. I'm like an 85 quarter to try a bounce, if not here. I think
Good.
I'm gonna go here at the.
Can you give us
May have missed it.
Can you show a little more daily, John?
This is the 30, but I know you're looking further back, right?
Yeah, just look for some numerous deflection.
So Ben, you got yours.
No, I was a little too slow. I didn't get filled on it. Good idea though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's those good intuitive ones. If you don't do it when you first think about it, they go away, right?
Yeah. Well, that's another danger of like, I shoot a lot of bullets early, then I start to lose my confidence,
Mm-hmm.
and hesitate. And I dealt with this yesterday. I really screwed up yesterday. And then later in the day, I just took a look, I popped back in. And, well, I take some practice trades to make, build my confidence up. And I killed it. If I wouldn't even done anything all morning and then later
Right.
in the day,
Uh-huh. You got reference
to
then.
me that I still don't quite learn. That, just like be patient, wait. That's one reason I love the market forecast because that's like your theme all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here we are, overtraded, down a little bit. It's all right though. It's part of the game. I'm gonna see if maybe I can trim this loss a little bit for us today, but we'll see.
I'm gonna short 99.5 again if I can get it.
Right up here.
Yeah, I might be a little out of reach. It happens to me a lot too. Like the idea is right. Like for me, again, not taking like
Mm-hmm.
mega point trades. Like the idea was there'd be a reaction there, but it was just 2 ticks lower. At the edge of that volume shoulder. All right, well, here we go. Try again.
You're 99.5.
Yeah, I don't like second time through, but and maybe I should have even expected a lower high. I don't know. So
Bob, that's one of the most popular things that people ask me about is moving your stops too soon. Market comes back, retests your level, never hits your original stop, and you get to watch the trade play out without you. Yes, there is a lot of art to this science, 100%. Sorry about that, Robert. They're saying on YouTube that it's hard to hear you guys on YouTube, and I haven't been able to figure out how to make that better. I think it may just because they're actually hearing you through my microphone. Hang on a second. Let me try something. Ben or Rick, say something.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Is that better? Is that better?
Sound check, 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 check.
Robert?
I got my things on my screen now.
Try it again.
Check, 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 test.
Ben, you try it
Hello,
now.
hello, hello, hello.
Testing. I'm going to try a long here from 94 quarter and just maybe a little late trying this rotation because we just keep getting this rotation. Okay, that was great. Unfortunately, I didn't move my target. I should have. So I think, let's see, 2.5 points. I'll take it.
Nice. All right, we got a winner.
A wiener.
Here, you're a winner.
I'm going to go again at 94 quarter.
I still like that 36.90 level.
Okay, I got filled. And I'm out at the VPOC. All right, I'm making my comeback.
There you go. Ken, I'm sorry if you didn't get the email for the Zoom. There seems to be some sort of an issue we're going to work on to get that taken care of.
Okay, I hit 94 quarter again.
Long again?
Yeah. Tempted to flatten, but come on. Looking at 95. I'm out. Okay, good.
Another winner.
Yeah. This is more my thing, I think, is sort of trading the rotations, you know? I'm just a lot better at it. Okay, I got filled short. I forgot that was there. At 99.5.
Oh, now you're short?
Yeah, but, might have screwed up here. I'm stopped at 02.
You just went from low volume node to low volume node.
I may be okay here. I'm coming out at 97.5. I can't, just 2 points. Maybe too strong. Hey.
Oh, there's the cat.
Yeah,
Hi, Kitty.
it's Mademoiselle Chassou is her name. Miss Shu, because she was the size of a shoe when I found her. A woman shoe. A woman shoe.
You found her?
Yeah, it was a nature preserve. I was walking. I saw her one day. I wasn't even sure what she was. She's a little Siamese, so she had big black ears and black face, and she shot off into the greenery, and I couldn't find her. And then I realized that's probably a little cat. And then the next day, I came back in the morning. I'd forgotten all about her, and there she was. She was just like dehydrated, exhausted.
Oh my goodness.
I went to my car, got okay, I'm out. So I got my 2 points.
Nice. All right. Ben, you're doing well. We had a rough day. I do have to move on. Thank you everybody for your participation and joining me today. We'll see if I can trim these losses for us today a little bit, but looking forward to seeing everybody back here on Make HOAG Money on Thursday. We'll work on fixing a couple of things about this and continue working on improving. So thank you everybody, and unfortunately for us, no good. But we'll make it back. I'm sure over time we're going to be fine. So trade well, everyone.
Yeah. Have a great day, everybody.
See you later.